Good luck to you. We're all counting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't need to give you money. Check out Prostitution, by the way. Cool.
Back up in here with the resurrection. Question of the week, number 16.
That's 1, and then it's 6.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because some people can't hear.
Well, speak up then. Put on the subtitles.
I'm naturally loud. It's a February 21st thing.
I'm speaking louder than you right now. And I'm not putting subtitles on this fucking thing.
There's not going to be subtitles. Don't worry.
No, seriously, speak up. Fucking... Okay. Volume, like me. Project.
Volume? Yeah. Like shampoo. Yeah, the volume in your hair. Just
Garnier. See, they don't know the joke you said because you didn't fucking say it loud enough.
I said it fine. But anyway.
Right, read the fucking question.
Everyone calm down.
Okay, so our newest question is from our friend Max Goldblum. And he asked us on our Instagram. And it says, is getting a job at the same time attending school advisable? He also texted us asking, like, he said, I want a job, but I don't know if it'll be good for me and my college schedule. So he had a couple of friends that did it and they didn't like it. He had a couple of friends that did, and some have even dropped out for jobs. So that's basically.
This is a good question.
Yeah,
I'm very happy he asked us this.
That's a good question.
These are the kind of questions we want.
Yeah,
they're stimulating.
As life coaches. Yes. Yeah. No, seriously, we're not just a fucking punk rock band. We actually give pretty good advice.
I mean, we hope so.
Speak for yourself.
We hope that our advice is good and that you listen and that it helps you. If it doesn't, then I'm sorry, but screw you.
Well,
I see what you did there.
we learn from the mistakes that from the advice we give other people. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't follow our own advice and then we fuck up and then we tell other people to do what we didn't do.
All right,
Joseph can't do teach.
All right, let's answer this question.
Teach Jim.
Oh, correct. I've been dying to answer this question all week. It's the best. All right, the best question we
Then
got.
you go first.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so he's coming out of high school. He's going into college, freshman year. Should I get a job, and do I need a job while I'm discovering this whole new world? The thing is, shut the fuck up.
About the same thing.
The thing is, college is, it's fucking, yeah, it's the big one. I hope you don't enjoy sleeping, because you're not going to get any of that.
Who sleeps? I'll sleep when I'm dead.
You'll have plenty of time to sleep when you're dead, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, but seriously, you're going to be introduced to a whole new way of life. Your schedule's going to be all over the place. I wonder if you can get a job, what job is going to... Yeah, I always wonder this about, college students. What job do you have where it's like, because your schedule's all over the place? You know what I mean? It's different for everybody. There's no wrong or right answer here. But what I'm saying is, it's just your first year. Maybe you want to feel it out a little. You know what I mean? And because you're gonna be bombarded. So you might have to give up certain things. There's gonna be things you just don't have time for beyond sleep, right?
Beyond the wall of sleep.
Right. Right you are, Kenny. Right you are.
Maybe you can handle a job at the same time. I'm not saying you can't, but I don't want you to,
overexert yourself.
Yeah, juggling all these things all at the same time. You have so much on your plate, and then
maybe
you're
you
like,
could become a juggler.
fuck!
Maybe forget the school thing.
All right, come on, get serious on this.
Well,
Right,
Clown University is, taking applicants.
I see what you're saying, Kenny, and I like it. But I have to throw some other opinion at you, another idea at you.
Don't throw it at me.
By the way, we have a guest star, Zach from the Band-Aids here today.
Don't throw it at me. Throw it at the fucking whoever's watching.
So I have had a job since I was 17. I started working since I was 17, like part-time stuff. Calm down.
Yeah,
and I went
he's
to
a teacher.
And then I went to school. I went to school after, and I still kept jobs. And I think that, and now I'm still doing the same thing. I'm working full-time and also going back to school and stuff like that. So I haven't, since I was 17, I haven't not worked or went to school, which kind of maybe set me back in some ways, but I do believe that college is a time where you should just try things and see if you can handle them and mess up a little bit and realize you can't handle some things.
Talking about your gay phase.
I'm not talking about your gay phase. I'm talking about my gay phase. No.
That's what I'm saying.
But here, I do believe that you should try it. I think that you should go in and you should try to do it. You should try to balance both. And if you can't do one thing, and you realize you can't do it, and you don't do it. But it's a very important part of life, I think, to be able to do multiple things, because there are definitely points where you're going to have to probably go to school and maybe work also.
Multitasking.
Right. Or not maybe school and something else, but you're going to have to do more than one thing, right? You want to maybe when you're older start a family and work, right? You're going to have to like take care of things.
Is you might have to have 2 jobs at some point. So
right. You might have to take care of a lot of things at once. So what better time to start getting yourself ready than that time? Because you have nothing to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point you have nothing to lose. You're figuring out what to do.
Well,
Wait, have some things to lose. Actually.
Wait a minute.
Right.
He said he has friends and knows people who have dropped out because of it.
Okay.
So
I understand that. But
yes, trying new things is good. I'm not saying you shouldn't do that. But if you feel bombarded, what do you have to say about that? Because we don't want this kid dropping out, do we?
I mean, I don't know. I was a C-section. I wasn't a dropout. Anyway,
I'm just saying what I think you should do is stick your finger in a lot of pies and see what tastes good.
Why would you make that joke after I said C-section?
Well, I didn't even realize that's good. But see what tastes good. And if one thing doesn't taste good, you like let it go. You know what I'm saying? Or if everything tastes great, eat from multiple plates. You know what I'm saying?
He just brought up something that's a really good thing. I personally, when I go to a restaurant, I usually go with the safe bet, something I know I like, rather than trying something new. But every once in a while, you want to try something new. You want to see, oh, is this good? Should I eat this more often? But you don't know if it's the restaurant that you went to that made it that way that you don't like, or you do like, and you're worried about getting it somewhere else. What if I don't like it at the other place? That's kind of a bad analogy, but you'll see where I'm going with it.
Point is, you need money to, in college you need some money, right? You have to pay for school.
Yeah, because
you have
we're
to pay
America.
for
We're supposed
things.
to go broke going to college. It's what we're all about.
But it sounds like he has a choice.
It's okay. Yeah, so I think that, I think that you should do things that are going to advance also whatever field you want to be in, right?
This is very important.
So for example, like if you're like, I don't know, a music major, right? Try to work at a music store, right? Try to give lessons, something like that, right? Do something that's going to advance whatever you're trying to do in the future.
Yeah.
That's more important than making money. Even if it's like an internship instead of a job, right? Because ultimately those things are going to advance your career.
Well, see, I agree with that, but that's more when you're into your college career, like when you're like a junior. I think like that's when you have a major, you know what you're studying towards, so like get something.
If you don't have anything in mind, obviously figure.
My personal opinion. I mean, are you done? Okay. Yeah, my personal opinion on the matter is that like Kenny said, feel it out. I'd take like maybe like a semester, maybe even a year, to go to college, whatever, and see how my schedule works out. See if I can handle the workload, all that stuff. And then, if you think you can handle it, get a job. And the great thing about getting a job, especially if you're going to get a job like like a delivery driver job, or like working at a pizzeria, stuff that's not very demanding, is like you can really kind of balance your schedule, and you can probably quit and come back. Whatever. It's very flexible. So like stuff like that, unless you want to get like if you want to get like a really like a high scale job, like more like a career. Then at that point, I would say, like, what you want to do when you're going to college. So, like, that's where I would do, like, what Zach said, get some type of internship or work for a company that can further the things that you're studying in college. So that's really up to you. Like, every person is different. Some people know what they want. Some people don't know what they want. Some people think they know what they want, and then they change their mind.
Yeah,
What the hell? That's what college is for. College is time to find yourself. You can change your major. You can have a minor that you might like more than your major, and then you flip that. Like, who the hell knows? Like, you really don't know. Like, but you have to experience it for yourself to know what exactly you want to do with it.
And,
So
yeah,
like I said,
fine.
that's what I would do. I would take maybe a semester, even a year, if depending on how you feel, and see what works for you. But like Zach also said, working somewhere in the area of your what you're majoring towards, that's a great idea too. And it's good to be doing two things at once. It can further your experience.
Your life experience.
It's all up to you. It's whether you think that you can handle it. Like, you might think you can handle it, and then you try it and you can't handle it.
That's
like,
fine.
I couldn't handle it. That's why I stopped going to college.
And it's fine. If there's something for everyone. You're going to find shit in this time of your life. You're going to find shit you love.
Yeah.
You're going to find shit you hate. And it's going to make you whoever you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I had a semester in college where I went in and I was like, I'm going to study pre-law. And I'm going to be a lawyer. And then I had an internship. And then I had an internship at a law firm. And it sucked. It was boring. It was not for me.
You never told us that.
Well, now you know. I went and I had an internship at this law office, and it was a really actually prestigious thing. I don't even know how the fuck I got it, but it was the first day, all the people going around the table, yeah, I'm from Harvard, I'm from Yale. I'm like,
wait, is this that volunteer shit?
This was an internship. I didn't get paid for it.
But
this was way before I knew you guys.
Okay.
But
where'd you go? You go to Hunter?
I went to Hunter, so I'm Hunter College, but Hunter
Which is
College,
not bad, but it's not.
But compared to
Harvard,
it's
Yale.
it's not Yale. So I was Hunter College, and I just found it was prestigious. It looked good. I found out it wasn't for me, and then I went and the next semester, I took all these classes that were creative writing and human sexuality and philosophy, and I was like, I love English.
And that's when the gay phase came.
And that's when and it never stopped.
But yes, this is what I'm saying. You see, you can change your major,
Yeah.
and because you change your major, you can get out of jobs that you've been doing and focus on other jobs towards other directions. Zach, what said is very true. If you get a job that's in the area that you're studying, you're going to learn more about that area and where the places that you can advance to in the future. And you'll learn, and because you're learning more about it, it's basically going to say is this what I really want to do, or do I want to do something else? I have no fucking clue to this day what I really want to do. I mean, I hope to get some type of career, down the path if being in a band doesn't, fund our lives. That was really terrible. Fund our lives. That's a really weird way to say it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean.
Sustainable.
And we're still going to be playing music if it doesn't fund our lives.
This is always going to be in our lives.
Just for the record.
If we have a career or if we, we move to fucking China or something, who knows? We'll find a way to make it work.
China.
Well, whatever, Japan.
The whole thing is trial and error.
Trial and error, yes.
Yeah. And even if you don't know what you want to do, like you guys said, and I would just personally, I would just take the first semester at least. And just feel it out. See if I could handle this shit.
That's definitely that's
just the first
semester.
Especially if you're not the one who has to pay for your college, or maybe it's all paid for on a scholarship you're on or whatever. Your parents got your back on that with books and everything financially. Hey, God bless. But if you're just looking for a job,
financial aid doesn't do shit.
Yeah, if you're just looking for a job to just have money in your pocket to go out on the weekends, you know what? I wouldn't say that's that important right now, because you're not going to have time for a social life anyway. All right? I don't mean to scare you, but welcome to college. Yeah.
College is depending on the colleges that you go to. But the thing about college too is that when you're in grade school, when you're in middle school, when you're in high school, your teachers kind of push you. That doesn't happen in college. You're lucky if your professor knows your name. Let alone, what you're doing. They don't. You're just a number to them, honestly. It may seem a little. Basically, college is all on you. You choose what you want to do, and you choose what you what grades you're going to get and how much work you're going to put in. Some professors, they don't even care if you're there. They just care if you do the work. But when you get to college, you figure that out. I remember my first semester of college. I thought college was pretty great because I could do whatever the hell I wanted. I could go in when I wanted to go in. I could study what I wanted to study. As long as I got good grades, I was fine. Second semester of college, it was a completely different story. All the things that I thought I knew just completely changed on me. So maybe a semester's not long enough, but who knows? If you go into the first semester and you're like, I could do this, then do it. And then if something happens, you can always get rid of the job. But like you said, you had friends that dropped out of college. I mean, unless you really find a job that you think is gonna like have you set for like your life, I really wouldn't drop out of college. Like college is a pretty important part of like the life that we're living right like today. Like today is like it's pretty important to have like it's hard to really get like a good job for yourself unless you go to college, unless it's like a city job. And even those, you got to take tests and you got to wait forever for them to get back to you. So, I mean, then again, I know some people that went to college for certain things and they had a hard time finding a job anyway. But you're better off having the college education under your belt than not having it.
Yeah.
You're much better off.
One thing I really want to leave you with, and I wish someone, and I think you guys will agree, and I wish someone kind of told me that or I believed it, is that nothing, like this time of your life, 18 to like your 20s, nothing you do, nothing is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Because you'll mess up and you'll learn from it, or you'll do really well and you'll learn from it, right? Nothing that you do is a waste of time.
Some of the best things that you can learn are from mistakes. You make a mistake and you learn from it, and then you're better off the rest of your life for it. So that's why it's easier to just test the waters. You know, see what, like, you know, it's cold out. You think the water's gonna be cold? Oh wait, the water's warm, so you can go in. Like that's what you gotta do. You gotta test it out, and see what works for you. And if it works, and you can be wrong. You think, oh, I can do this, and you know this is gonna work, and it doesn't work. Then you reevaluate. You can quit the job. You can get a different job. You can do whatever the hell you want. You know, that's the whole point that we're trying to make. College is all about you. This is your decision. You're 18. You should be about 18 by now, and you're going to college. So that's really on you. Once you turn 18, there's a lot of opportunities that present yourself. You're more like an adult. Like, you know, you can just do things for yourself. So you have to feel out for yourself. See what works best for you.
It's the scariest time ever, but it's the most exciting.
Yeah.
It's trial and error. No right or wrong. So, good luck to you.
We're all counting on you.
I'm sorry, but screw you.